Hi, welcome to Let's Play Chess, a Blitz game, my second for the session. Lost the first one on time in a drawn/winning position. Rook endgame up an extra pawn after a pretty tough battle. Let's try with an increment this time so I don't lose on time again. Alright, got a game against Lilix from Ukraine, I think. Yeah. Let's try knight f3. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I'll go for a simple setup here. Going to castle. Eventually play c4, go for a Catalan type structure. These can be very easy to play as white. Not that you're going to crush your opponent without having to think, but they're pretty safe. Usually not a lot of crazy things to calculate. Pretty good in Blitz. Good in over the board games too. Let's see. Okay, so this is where it gets a little tricky because he's playing for e5, which right now wouldn't do much. You play e5 takes, and then knight g4 would threaten in a big way to win the e5 pawn and leave me with not a very good structure. So first things first, let's take here, make sure that if he ever plays e5, his pawn's going to be isolated. Play h3 to prevent knight g4 afterwards. Could tuck the king away on h2 if I need to. Okay. Now this does leave me without some play, but I'm going to play bishop g5, get him out of the way, and play rook c1. Just try and grab the open file as fast as I can, which he doesn't seem to be caring too much about for some reason. I think I like white a little bit better here. He's trying to play, well, he's trying to get the open file as well. It's got a4 covered, not bad. I could take and force through e4, but that's not going to help much. I could play e3 for no good reason. I could play knight e5. Then he's just going to play bishop c6, but maybe knight e5 is not bad anyway. I am threatening at the moment. Takes. Actually, I'm threatening to win the pawn outright anyway. I don't even need to take on f6. Plays bishop c6. Now he goes from 0 to 2 defenders on the pawn, or e6. Strange choice, but still okay. I really don't like this knight over here. I don't know what it's doing over there either. I feel like I can punch it away, especially now that the bishop's left at diagonal. I would have thought staying on c6 would have been better. You're opposing my light squared bishop on the long diagonal. You're controlling a4. Okay, this should be interesting now. Forcing me into making a decision here. Well, there's a reason not to I don't see any reason not to capture. Have to do things quickly. I'm running down on time. And I have, after this, knight g4, hitting either the two pawns or the bishop and the pawn, with the idea of knight e3, putting as much as I can on d5. Okay, let's do that. I'm not afraid of him taking. Yes, of course. Trying to hit the dark squares. But can't I just punch you away? And if you go to b2, you're not you're shooting into thin air once I play queen c2, or even queen d2. Probably better. Avoid being on the c file. I always have e3 to strengthen d5, d4. Whoops. All right. You know what? Let's see what he's doing. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Drat. That actually is a little bit annoying. If I play knight e3, I'm threatening takes. I got it. So I'm not sure if he has a way to defend that. How are you holding on to d5? I think you're not. I don't think you are. You lost. Well, no, it's still going to be a battle. But that is going to put me up a pawn. Give me a protected pass pawn in the endgame because of this little box that he's constructed here. Put his king in a box. He put baby in the corner. Dirty Dancing reference. Okay, yeah, I'm not an idiot. I see the threat on h3. And now I get it. You can play rook to you. You know, I think I could have just taken. The threat of knight b6. Yeah, that would have been the way to go. I'm going to have to look at that in the analysis later. I mean, now he's going to play either rook a or fd8. Take. No, that's still not going to work. Because the order in which he's defending d5 is incorrect. He'd have to end up taking with the queen and giving it up for a minor piece, which wouldn't work. So the question becomes, which knight do I take with? I think it should be the knight that's currently blocking my pawn. If he takes again, yeah, this is a quite nice position for me. If I do say so myself. Okay, that's not helpful. And well, you know, this is one of the things where you go from bad to worse. There wasn't really too many other good options, and now I win a pawn. Now I win the exchange. Now he can take on d4, but then I just take here. I have everything covered, everything solid. So often happens if you play the Catalan, you can usually get away with having most all of your pieces and squares covered. Very nice way to play. Notice that queen takes d1, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes. I'm fine. I even have the knight on it. Yes, of course you want to get that back, but it doesn't really matter. Huh. Taking there, that would be funny. Alright. I really have only one way to save the queen in that situation. I mean, I could play queen e1, but I see no point to play a move like that. Okay, now the question becomes, how do I continue? Knight e4 to c5, that looks decent, but then there's bishop f5, then there's g4. The knight coming in and harassing my queen, but I might not have a choice. I am also running low on time to some extent. Alright, this is going to leave a slight weakness on f2, but I think it's worth it. Gain control over more of the board. I still have sufficient control. Take. I'm eyeing the queen down here, eyeing b7. This looks good to me. Yeah, right, you come back. Now where's my knight gonna go? Knight here, take. That looks fine. Why not? I don't want to give him activity, so I'll use my own pieces as a shield. Gum up the center of the board with my own pieces, blocking the scope of his own. Oh, f5 here looks dangerous. And of course he plays it as soon as I see it. How inconvenient. Well, it's dangerous, but it's not that bad. Queen c8 would be nice. Let's sack the exchange and win the queen. Let's see, what else can he do? I mean, he's going to try and probably continue to gain scope for his pieces. Knight e5. Yeah, that's annoying. That definitely is annoying. Is he trying to trap my queen? Queen c3, check, that would be a disaster. So I think I'm going to have to escape all the way over to b4. Luckily, I still have things covered. Still have d5 covered. Yeah, this is getting a little more dangerous than I thought it would be. Play here, and then he takes downstairs. Play back. Why not? Let's just get him out of the way. Yeah, knight c6, of course, is possible. I play knight e7, take. I've taken another pair of pieces off the board. Oh, of course I'm down on time, but this time there is an increment to save me. Let's play here. Try and take this piece off. Wow, this is going to be a photo finish if I can pull it off. Ah, doubtful I will be able to. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I went from being an exchange up to a piece down. Got it. But I didn't lose on time. It's a moral victory. Oh, and I dropped another thing. See if I could defend this endgame, going from a winning middle game and then blundering it away in time pressure. Isn't that how it always happens? No, the only problem is I have no chance of flagging my own opponent. Thanks to the fact that... Oh, brother. This is dicey. Might flag anyway. So little options for my knight. Okay, let's take you off. I don't know where I'm going. Maybe back to e3. Doesn't seem good. Oh, I can go here. Oh, but then I'm gonna get dominated. Yeah, lovely. Oh, this is very ugly. Yeah, bishop e4 and then it's over. Oh, he doesn't see it. He's trying to torture me. This is terrible. Yeah, you had bishop e4. Didn't you see it? And... let's see. Let's see if I could frustrate him. Go ahead, don't go ahead, take it. Ah, you son of a bitch. How are you going to continue? This is quite clever, I think. now he forces it through. Oh, that was quite good. See, that's a good lesson. You should never resign. Well, pretty stupid thing to say after I literally just clicked the button to resign, but in this position it's hopeless. But oh man, what a botched game. Playing and commentating is not easy. In this position, he has to play these weird pawn moves. And in fact, no, he gets liberated anyway. Taking with the king here would be stalemate. Nowhere for me to go. So instead, rightly, he plays a move like this. I go back. He takes. Actually, I only have one move. And again, he plays f5. And coming forward with the king is stalemate. Everything else that he does would be stalemate. So he plays f4. I wonder if I could have done this. No. Go back again. If he takes here, it's stalemate. So instead, he wisely doesn't play that. I wonder if I could even manage to run the pawn in this point. I mean, it's not going to work, but. And he always has the ability to mate me with the two bishops, so it wouldn't be a draw anyway, but I had a couple stalemate tricks in there.